Greetings from the beautiful campus of Asia Pacific Nazarene Theological Seminary in Manila, Philippines. We've gathered with a group of church leaders and seminary students who want to know more about developing strong and effective local church governing boards for the churches they serve or will serve in the near future. In the board training sessions on video which follows, Dr. LeBron Fairbanks planned to share some best practices of governing boards that can be embraced or modified to adjust to the specific country or the cultural context or local church or ministry organization size. Based on his work with boards of all sizes and with different organizations and schools or churches, he believes that our discussion will enable these leaders to strengthen the boards with whom they work. These leaders want to develop their governing boards to be more efficient and effective in fulfilling the important ministry responsibilities that they were elected to guide and oversee. At certain times in the video, he will ask you to stop the video and discuss some key questions that will be explored in a group of church leaders and seminary students. So come join with us in an open mind of prayer on your lips and a desire in your heart to learn more about some of the characteristics of strong and effective governing boards of local churches and Christian organizations. Let's explore together the question, what should a governing board of a local church or a Christian organization be and do?
Welcome to this conversation with pastors, board members, and seminary students. In this conversation, we will talk about how we can build better boards for our local churches, district and national boards, and our school boards. During our time together, we will discuss some best practices of strong and effective governing boards. Of course, there will be adaptation and contextualization of the material I share. However, I encourage you and your boards to consider what I say and apply it to your boards as it is possible and appropriate. We have three goals for our conversation today. Number one, to review the strategic roles and responsibilities of governing boards. Number two, to affirm board best practices. And number three, to identify action steps necessary for a board to lead the church or ministry organization into the next phase of its ministry and mission. This conversation is important for several reasons, but particularly because boards evolve and change, just as local churches grow and mature. Change is inevitable. Problems arise in the transitions. Let me explain this statement. Before you is what is called the sigmoid curve or S-curve. The vertical line on the left represents the growth line. The horizontal line at the bottom of the slide represents the timeline and can represent weeks or months or even years. If organizations, including churches, continue to function as they did at the start of the local church or beginning of the ministry organization, then the growth will subside and decline will begin. New breakout initiatives and vision are needed along the timeline, even as growth is taking place. If not, the church or organization will soon plateau and eventually decline. Doubt and uncertainty will increase. The focus of our conversation today is on the governing boards of local churches, district and national boards and school boards, college, university, and seminary boards. What new initiatives need to take place to ensure continued growth in ministry effectiveness, local church impact, and seminary enrollment growth. Remember, change is inevitable. Change in demographics, expectations, economics, technology, government, and education, just to name a few. Problems arise in the transitions. How do we adjust to the facts, context, and trends we face in the changing community or country in which we live and work?